You're trying everything: social media posts, running ads, promotions you see other photographers doing, and you're still not getting bookings. Or worse, you're getting inquiries from people who ghost you after they hear your prices. Here's what's happening: you're using marketing strategies that attract the wrong clients. They bring in volume, but not quality. So today I'm walking you through the only 5 marketing strategies you need to know as a boutique portrait photographer. I'm going to tell you exactly what each one does, who it's for, and which one you should start with if you can only pick one. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Sarah Petty. I've been running a boutique portrait photography studio for over 28 years, and I've helped over 32,000 photographers build profitable family-first businesses without offering digital files. The first strategy is relationship marketing, and this one solves your trust problem. Your ideal clients aren't just looking for another photographer. They're looking for someone they trust to guide them through this entire process. That trust doesn't come from your Instagram feed, my friend. It comes from real relationships. So what does relationship marketing look like? It's showing up in your community. It's getting to know people. It's having real conversations in person. Join local groups. Volunteer at your kid's school or at a favorite charity. Go to networking events. Be present where your ideal clients already are. Here's the key: you're not there to sell. You're there to build genuine connections. When people know you, like you, and trust you, they think of you when they need a photographer, and then they refer you to their friends. This is the foundation. Without it, every other marketing strategy becomes so much harder. The second strategy is partnership marketing, and this one solves your small list problem. When you're stuck at a certain income level, the issue isn't usually that you're bad at photography, it's that not enough of the right people know you exist. Partnership marketing fixes that. You partner with other local businesses that already have your ideal clients. Think of it like being set up by a friend. If your friend introduces you to someone and they endorse that person, it takes the emphasis off everything else and you trust them, right? Same thing in a business. If another business owner introduces you, it's no longer about price. You're now a reputable person that they want to have a relationship with. So you borrow their trust. For example, let's say you're a family photographer. You could partner with a children's boutique. They host a spring fashion show. You provide the photography. You both promote it. They get content and buzz. You get in front of potential clients who are already spending money on their kids. Your artwork is displayed all over this fashion show, and you're getting leads right there on the spot. Or you partner with an interior designer. They need art for their clients' walls. You create it. You can even put together a little educational event at their store to showcase how to properly integrate photographic artwork into their home. The key is this: you're not asking for favors. You're creating win-win situations. You start by asking them how you can help them. And this is what most photographers do wrong. Once you build those relationships, partnership marketing works fast and forever because you're tapping into an audience that already trusts the business that you're partnering with. The third strategy is referral marketing, and this is another trust builder. When someone you trust recommends a photographer, you don't question it. You book. But most photographers leave referrals to chance. They hope clients will refer them, but they don't create a system for it. So what does a referral system look like? First, you make it easy. Give your clients a way to share you. Maybe it's a referral card. Maybe it's a special offer their friends can use. I think the best strategy is to simply ask them directly if they know anyone who would love portraits like theirs. Second, you reward it. Not with discounts, but with something special: a free gift, a free ornament with a portrait inside, or a small canvas or a print. Third, you stay in touch. Clients can't refer you if they forget about you, so you email them, you send them cards, you show up in their life in a way that keeps you top of mind. Referral marketing compounds over time. One great client refers two, those two refer four, and suddenly you have a thriving business built on the best possible leads. By the way, if you're finding this at all helpful, make sure to subscribe to my free weekly newsletter, where I share bite-sized nuggets of strategies just just like these that you can take and implement immediately. The link is in the description below. The fourth strategy is auctions and charitable marketing. And this one helps you convert the right clients. Here's one example. You donate your services to a charity auction, but you're not donating this session in prints. You are donating an amount. The highest bidder still pays to work with you, but the money goes to the charity. You don't get that money. That's why you need a system where you know they will invest a certain amount. But what's cool is they paid to become a client of yours. Because they're at a charity event, they're already people who have money and value giving back to their community. You're getting in front of exactly the right audience. People who can afford your prices, people who care about quality, people who are making decisions based on values, not just price. Plus, you're giving back. You're supporting causes that matter, and you're building your reputation as someone who lifts as they climb. That's what we do. This strategy is perfect if you aren't in a financial position to write checks to every charity you want to help, or you don't have a lot of time to volunteer, but you want to give back in a way that also grows your business. The fifth strategy is one-on-one marketing, and this is all about creating an immediate call to action that moves a potential client from interested to booked. One-on-one marketing is different. It's not about building long-term relationships first. It's about reaching out directly to people who are in your target audience. Let me give you an example that works incredibly well, and that's sending personalized video texts. Here's how this works. You have a lead, maybe someone who is interested but didn't book. Or maybe you had a past client you haven't heard from in a while. Or maybe it's a connection you just met at a networking event and felt a connection to them. You just literally pop open your phone and you text them a short personal video message. This isn't a generic email. This is a video where you're talking directly to them, and it's not salesy. You're not selling anything. This is saying something like, Sam, it was so great to connect with you at the chamber after hours. I love what you're doing in the community with the 5th Street renovation. I couldn't stop thinking about it. Anyway, that is just cool. I want to just tell you that, and I look forward to seeing you again. It's personal, it's direct, and it builds a relationship of trust. Of course, that person thinks, oh, the photographer, Sarah Petty, messaged me. She was really nice. I wonder if I have a need for photography. That's just the path that people go down when they get a video message from you. And they may not reply immediately, but down the road, I promise, they're going to remember you. So there you go. You got 5 strategies that work: relationship marketing, partnership marketing, referral marketing, charitable marketing, and one-on-one marketing. How do you choose which one to focus on? Here's what I recommend. Start with relationship marketing. Here's why. When you can build genuine relationships with people, every other type of marketing I talked about gets easier. Partnerships work better when people already know and like you. Referrals come naturally when your clients feel connected to you. Charitable marketing opens way more doors when you've already built a reputation in your community. Relationship marketing is the foundation. Everything else builds on it. So if you're just starting out, focus there first. Show up, have conversations, get to know people, and build trust. Once that's in place, add partnership marketing to expand your visibility. Then layer in referral marketing to turn your best clients into your marketing team. Use charitable marketing to give back while attracting your ideal clients, and use one-on-one marketing with the example I shared with you when you want to follow up with your clients. You don't need to do all 5 at once. Pick one, get good at it, and then add the next. Listen, if you want help building a marketing strategy that actually works for your boutique business, book a free call with my team. 15 minutes. We'll talk about where you are now, where you want to go, and whether we have something going on that is a good fit to help you get there. The link is in the description below, and I'm so glad you're here.